Once upon a time, there lived a wise and far-sighted king. He believed that the true strength of a kingdom did not come only from its army or its wealth, but from the courage of its people, their hard work, and their willingness to face problems instead of running away from them. One day, the king decided to teach his sons a lesson that no book could ever teach. Early in the morning, he called his soldiers and ordered, "Place a huge stone right in the middle of the main road. I want to see how people react to it." The soldiers followed the order and left the stone exactly where it blocked the road. Then the king took his sons to the top of a tall tower, from where they could clearly see everything that happened below. The first to arrive were the king's wealthy courtiers. They came riding in fancy chariots, surrounded by servants and guards. But as soon as they reached the large stone, their chariots stopped. Angrily they shouted, "What kind of king allows such a mess on the road? This is unacceptable." They complained, cursed the situation, and blamed the king, but not one of them tried to move the stone. Annoyed, they simply turned around and took another route. After some time, a group of farmers approached. They were tired after a long day of hard work in the fields. When they saw the stone, they stopped and looked at one another. One of them said, "This must be a test from God." They prayed for a moment, spoke a few kind words, smiled, and then continued on their way, leaving the stone exactly where it was. Next came the king's most loyal knight, a brave and honest warrior. When he saw the stone, he thought, "This could cause serious trouble." Without wasting time, he rode his horse straight to the palace to inform the king. Though he acted responsibly, even he did not try to move the stone himself. And so the day went on. Some people cursed, some blamed fate, some left the responsibility to others. Slowly the sun began to set. Just before evening, a simple farmer came walking down the road. He was exhausted, his clothes soaked in sweat, and he carried a heavy load on his back. When he saw the stone blocking the road, he stopped. After taking a deep breath, he thought, "If I don't move this stone, many people will suffer tomorrow. The king cannot watch everything. We all have responsibilities." With that thought, he placed his heavy load on the side of the road. Using both hands, he began pushing the stone. His muscles shook, his breath grew heavy, sweat poured down his face, but he did not give up. Finally, with all his strength, he managed to push the stone off the road. At that moment, something unbelievable happened. Under the stone lay a leather pouch filled with shining gold coins. The farmer stood frozen in shock, unable to believe his eyes. Just then, the king and his sons came down from the tower and stood before him. With a gentle smile, the king said, "These gold coins belong to you. You were the only one who understood your responsibility and took action instead of complaining. This is the lesson I wanted my sons to learn." Turning to his sons, the king said, "Remember this. The obstacles in life are not placed to stop us. They are placed to strengthen us. When we face them with courage, we create our own path and earn true respect." The sons stood silently. Their eyes showed that they had learned a lesson no book could ever teach. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your support inspires me to bring you more meaningful stories. Thank you for watching. See you again with a new story.